I think the rain last night was obviously the covers were on for quite a bit. So for the first time in this match, the new ball just had a little bit in something in it, which is always the case with a new ball. But we didn't find in the first innings there was any sea movement, and just for a short period of time this morning, the ball moved a bit. So that's obviously the covers and the rain overnight. Yeah, and then the conditions are pretty much the same apart from the ground's probably getting a little bit more drier than it was in the first innings, and the pitch is a little bit more scuffed up. Yeah, I think it depends whether we want to play 7 batters. I think that's going to change what conditions we play in. If it's a spinning deck, obviously you've got to look to play a spinner. In these conditions, we looked pretty much at the previous test. We wanted to play 4 seamers and 7 batsmen. So probably on this conditions, it's 7 batters is the way to go, and then that's a good combination to have. Yeah, we're a little bit behind the 8 ball at the moment. Australia's played some good cricket in this test match, so they deserve to be in front of us at the moment. In saying that though, it's always tricky with third innings. You don't know what quite is a good total to set. If you bat for too long, you take time out of the game, and if you bat for a short period of time, they give us a chance of chasing it down. We've been pretty good in fourth innings of late, whether we're getting close or we bat our time. So it's a tricky one for them. For us, it's important now where we are in this position to not lose the game. We're a very proud nation, and it's very important for us not to lose this series. So. At the moment, a draw will look good, but you never know. Third innings is like what happened when they were here in 2011, I think, when we bowled them out 46. I don't think the wicket is quite as juicy as that, but we have to bowl really well to give ourselves an opportunity to win the game. Yeah, that was a nice little warm-up for his hamstring. I think the physio is doing a fitness test on him in the morning just to make sure, obviously bowling is it's quite hard on the body, on the legs, so I think he'll run through a proper fitness test and see where he is. Obviously, we need him. He's a great bowler, number 1 bowler in the world. But also, if we can get the ball to reverse a little bit, then Dale is the best bowler in that conditions. Yeah, the first innings, I think the pitch wasn't scuffed up enough. I must be honest, I was really surprised to see the ball reverse from their side. I think it was 27 overs when the ball started reversing, especially after rain and a wet outfield, and I was really surprised with that. So let's leave it at that. And hopefully now the pitch is nice and scuffed up, so hopefully we can get the same happening for us, because it's reverse swing bowling is probably it's the trickiest thing to bat against when you come in. Because with conventional swing, the ball swings a little bit earlier. With reverse swing, it swings late. So it is a deadly weapon, and hopefully the ball will reverse for us tomorrow. Yeah, reverse swing, it's really tough when you come in, especially, because you're looking to defend the ball pretty late, as you normally do. But with the ball going so late, you sometimes feel like your legs are getting in the way, because it's going so late. So myself and AB just said we want to make sure our movements are nice and small, and we want to be hitting the ball as late as possible. But it was tough, but we managed to get through that. And then when the ball gets a little bit older, it gets a bit softer. So the ball still reverses, but it doesn't go as quickly when it's still hard. And if you can get it to reverse while the ball is hard, that's the most trickiest. Yeah, I just look at it, what does the team need from me? The team needs for me to be solid. If it means to bat for 2 days, I take that physical, whatever it brings to me, I take that out. I just every time ask myself, what does the team need from me now, and that's to bat time. So I just try and dig out as many balls as possible, and however long it takes. I was a little bit disappointed with myself the way I got out today, doing all the hard work and then pushing at one that I probably should have left alone. But lesson learned from that. I think it's important for us as batters. Second innings, if we get into a position where you need to save the test match, we need to, it's not always easy completely changing your game and just being very solid and being defensive, but it's what the team needs, so you need to adapt your game. I think as a batter, you always like consistency where you bat, but in saying that, number 6 is a position that I've batted a few times in, so I'm used to it. Obviously, for this particular match, we felt that the combinations had to change a little bit because Dean is, he's a top order batter, and I'm a little bit more accustomed to batting at number 6. So it's the best team for the current moment, for the current game. But like the first 2 games, I had to get used to number 4. So it's a new role for me in terms of the national team, but I've done it before. So it's nice going forward if that you get 1 or 2, you get a place where you can bat for a long period of time. But I do understand, like I said, for this game, it was the right choice to move me down to 6.